fun games you can make in Minecraft. 1. Now the first mini game that I have for you is a kind of obstacle course, but this is a redstone obstacle course, and this one has pistons that push out blocks, so basically the player has to dodge the blocks and try not to get hit. Because if you get hit, you're going to get pushed right into the water, and you're going to have to start the game all over again. Now, this game is hard, and wow, I just got pushed off immediately. But you could see how hard it is. But you can make it easier by, as you can see here, I made a little save spot. So you can make save spots and that type of thing that certain people will notice and then use, which is amazing if you want to make an easy or hard obstacle course. It depends on how you make it and how fast the pistons go and everything. Now, this is a pretty expensive option. As you can see, I've used a lot of observers and pistons, but it's worth it if you really love parkour. 2. Now, the second game I have for you today is a kind of a target game. Now, the whole point is that you have to hit the targets with snowballs. You don't have to do snowballs. You can also do bows, crossbows, but I made it kind of themed around snowballs. It really depends on what you want. But you can also play it multiplayer and do it against people and do it as a challenge, or you could time yourself and see if you can break your own record. It's really a really great game because you can do it in so many scenarios, multiplayer or not, and it can really help you get your aiming down for snowballs, bows, or crossbows, anything really. It's a really amazing game option if you want to train your skills with ranged combat. 3. Now, the third minigame I have for you is really a dropper where I made mine themed around a layers of the earth dropper so you can drop through your Minecraft earth. And as you can see, I made mine shafts, and just, how a dropper works. You just have to get to the bottom. So I made some mine shafts to stop people from getting to the bottom. Now, here is me trying, and as you can see, I put a few rocks at the bottom just because I wanted to be a little harder, because these mine shafts are pretty easy to get, past if you really know how to do this. So, it depends on who you're making it for, but you can make this in any type of base. You can make it in some sort of sci-fi base. You can make just a big old rainbow dropper. 4. Now, as you can see, the fourth option right here is just a classic hedge maze, and it is amazing just because it's so simple and so classic. You can really have this anywhere, and I put some beacons in the middle just to show where you're trying to get to, but you can really have this anywhere, and you could have it in some sort of sci-fi, some fantasy. It's really up to you. Now, as you can see, I just really quickly walked through this one. It's an easy one. It's pretty small, but if you really want a challenging one, I'd advise you to make one very much bigger, because this one is pretty small and pretty easy to find where the dead ends are. You could, even if you really want to be really mean, put some sort of traps at the dead ends so that people might get dunked in lava or something. But it's really all up to what you want to do with your maze. It doesn't even have to be a hedge maze. It can be anything you want. And it can all just be your design. It doesn't have to be a design that I made. It can be someone else's. It can be anyone's. It could be yours. 5. Now, you could probably already see it. You could probably already see what the 5th one is, but if you can't, then I'll tell you. It is a battle arena. Now, you could really do anything in this battle arena. You can have some ranged combat, you can have some melee sword fighting, and you can even have some modded magic battle. Whatever you want. You can do literally anything you want in this minigame, which is why it's so amazing. And battle arenas are just amazing if you have multiplayer, because then you can show your friends how amazing you are. And if you're not good at PvP, then you could fight some monsters and then have your friends come over and show them how good you've got at slaying zombies and skeletons and whatever you have. It is all up to you what you want to do with this option. Now, for me, I just did a castle with some sand, but you could really do anything. Anything you want. 6. So, here we are at our very last minigame. And this one, it's kind of a weird one, because this one, instead of being about skill or logic, is just about luck. And just picking which is the right door. Now each of them have a prize. This one has some diamonds, this one has some rotten flesh, and this one kills you. Now, the purpose of this game is that the person doesn't know which door is which. They don't know which door kills you. They don't know which one gives you tons of diamonds. All they know is that some are bad and some are good. Now, they might just go in, and they don't know what there is. And they'll just fall in and see what they get. Now, the redstone for this is pretty easy, because I'll mine right here, and you'll see it. Now, the redstone, right here, is when you go in there, press a button, and the piston retracts, and you fall down, and see your prize. Now, sometimes it gives you some amazing diamonds, and sometimes it makes you fall straight down into the void. It's really up to you on which one you pick and what prizes you have. Now, this one right here that I've made is very bland. It looks like a prison. Now, you can make it anyone. You can even make a haunted house one. That usually looks good with this type of format. Thanks for watching. This has been BRB Universe, and I will see you in another video.